Midheaven and Aquarius, Midheaven. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down Midheaven and Aquarius, everything you need to know about this placement and how to master this placement. Now, when you have Aquarius Midheaven, that means you have Aquarius on your 10th house cusp in your natal chart. All right, so let's discuss what this means and what you can expect when someone has their Midheaven in Aquarius. So when you have this placement, your ideal reputation and public image is associated with being a humanitarian and or a science and technology oriented person. Midheaven tells us our reputation, our public image, what we're known for. So when you have Midheaven in Aquarius, your reputation and public image and what you're known for is being a humanitarian and or a science and technology oriented person. And that amongst other things, but we're going to expand on that further. When you have this placement, you're known for being aloof, odd, unique, radical, objective, and different. This can be in a good way or bad way. It depends on the individual, and this can manifest in many different ways. Okay, so Aquarius energy is associated with being aloof, odd, unique, radical, objective, and different, right? So it really just depends on the individual as far as how this is expressed and how this tends to manifest. And remember, the Midheaven has to do with what you're known for. So when you have this, you're known for this Aquarius energy, the aloofness, being odd, unique, radical, objective, and different. Ashton Kutcher and R. Kelly are said to have this placement. Now, I thought this was so interesting, and I really wanted to break this down because I wanted to show how a placement can manifest in two polarizing different ways. See, Ashton Kutcher and R. Kelly, they both have their Midheaven in Aquarius, but it was expressed in two polarizing ways. When you look at Ashton Kutcher actually literally stopped being a model and stopped his acting career to be a humanitarian and to fight human trafficking and sex trafficking. Like, he literally gave it all up. He was like, you know what? I don't even care about being an actor no more. I don't even care about being a model anymore. There's something more important going on. We have a more serious issue that needs to be addressed in our society, and that has to do with human trafficking and sex trafficking. And you know what? I'm going to dedicate my life to fighting that. I'm going to dedicate my life to protecting children and protecting young women from being sex trafficked. And I thought that was so amazing, you know, finding out that he has his Midheaven in Aquarius, because he's living his Aquarius Midheaven out in the best way. And he's really in tune with his Aquarius Midheaven perfectly, because that's what Aquarius Midheaven represents. It represents being known for being a humanitarian. Like, that's your public image. Like, when you think of this person, you think of a humanitarian, you think of a science and technology oriented person. That's very excellent that Ashton Kutcher went on to pursue his humanitarian goals and humanitarian efforts. Now, when you look at R. Kelly is a whole different ballgame. R. Kelly is expressing this Midheaven in Aquarius in a negative way, because his reputation is associated with being an odd and very strange man in a negative way. He has a history of sexual abuse and pedophilia and all these negative things. You know, he has that because, remember, Aquarius on the downside is associated with being very strange. You're weird. Like, people look at you like, oh my God, what a weird guy. Yeah, I mean, if you're known for being a pedophile and you're a rapist and you sexually abused women, that's a very strange thing. That's a very strange thing, and that's the downside to Aquarius energy, is you're strange. Like, people look at you like, what a weirdo. Like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that's what you do. So you see, with R. Kelly, it makes perfect sense, because when you think of R. Kelly, you immediately think of his strange obsession with underage girls. Like, that's the first thing that you think of. R. Kelly, the first thing that pops up in your mind is how he has a strange obsession with underage girls, and he's always had this strange obsession with underage girls. So you see how it manifests in two completely polarizing ways. You got Ashton Kutcher that goes on to do good things. He went on to be a humanitarian and help humanity. And then you got R. Kelly, who went on to just be a very odd guy, and his reputation just became associated with being such a strange, odd man. If you'd like to know more and schedule a reading with me, my contact info is in the description box. This is pretty much everything you need to know as far as Midheaven in Aquarius. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Take care.